Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Sever7, and today we are taking a look at the ZT0044, and it's of course with the ultimate goal of seeing if it's worth adding to your collection or your daily carry rotation. Now, this was sent in by the Lefty Pass-Around group, so I do not get to keep it. And this was designed by ZT Originals and OEM'd in-house by ZT USA. So I made the comment we don't get too much American made on the channel, but we are getting slammed with American made stuff, which is pretty freaking sweet. So jumping into this one, we've got smooth titanium front and back for the scale. We have T8 hardware up top and then T6s for the pocket clip. Pocket clip is a deep stamped steel pocket clip, reversible. And then up here we've got this nice teal accent to kind of stand aside from the rest of the knife, which is cool. Little touches and colors like that I think add a lot of personality. We don't have any standoffs or back spacers or anything like that. We've just got this little guy down here at the bottom. Now, as far as the ergonomics go, you can kind of tell this is going to be big and easy. It's got a little recommendation right there that fits your pointer finger, and that is about the extent of it. Pocket clip melts in hand pretty good. Full 4-finger grip. I wear large size glove hands. You don't really have anywhere to choke up or choke back. You're pretty locked in, but I got plenty of space and it's plenty comfortable. Overall, this knife feels super light. We are fairly balanced, slightly butt heavy. We'd rather be balanced like right here, right where we're going to be holding in the middle, but a little butt heavy's not the end of the world. And then we do have functional jimping right up here, so you can really lock in. Now, as far as the blade goes, we've got a full flat grind belt satin on a drop point blade, very handsome swedge up here. Yeah, very functional blade. It is a S45VN, heat treated to 59 to 61 on the HRC scale. And as far as the detent goes, the detent's light, but very snappy, very reactionary. And there's actually some force to overcome before you break the button lock, which is acting as that detent, which is nice. So the action on this is wonderful. And then the acoustics are fantastic. We are relatively guillotine on the close. Lock bar access is plenty easy. And it's lefty friendly because the only thing you're really changing is the position of that button, which is just as easy to operate with your pointer finger as it is your thumb. Actuation's easy enough. No external lock bar to worry about, so it doesn't matter where you apply pressure. You're not going to impact the deployment of the blade. Now, overall length, we're looking at 7.55 inches. Blade length, 3.2. That gives us a blade to handle ratio of 0.73 and an overall weight of 3.4 ounces. I don't have the normal rotation of knives available, so we'll go ahead and do the recently reviewed Beast, which is going to come in about 3/4 of an inch over. We are going to go ahead and do the Max Ace King Snake, which is going to come in and dwarf both of them. And then last, we will do the Unkopsky Dark Series. Which is going to come in about 1/2 inch longer as well. Unkopsky's a little dirty. All right. So, do I think this knife is worth it? Well, how much does it run? At present, this knife is running for, on the ZT website, $340. That is not an inexpensive knife. And I personally would be a little hard-pressed to spend that much money on a button lock to begin with. But if I was going to buy a button lock, the TR3 is still the best. The ProTech Integrity. However, the smoothness on drop and the acoustics are fantastic. It doesn't have quite the same detent strength, but it's probably because it's a flipper tab instead of thumb studs. Although I think they could have put thumb studs here if they wanted to. But I would say that the price of this knife makes the most sense if you really value American-made products, right? There's certain people that just really want to support the U.S. with everything they do. So if they can get a really solid, well-built, high-functioning knife, while also willing to spend that extra to invest directly back into the U.S., that makes a lot of people feel really, really good. So as long as you factor in the U.S. aspect of it, then 340 does make a lot of sense. But is it a good knife? Yeah. I would say, with the S45 VN, you're getting a solid steel. And then just the smoothness of action and deployment is incredibly satisfying. It's a good size, good utility knife, versatile blade shape. This would be, if I were to pick it up, this would be a user for me. Just kind of an all-day beat the crap out of a knife. This isn't necessarily something I would run out and buy. I think if I was going to buy American-made, I'd probably kick a few bucks more in and maybe get like a small Sebenza. Always wanted one of those. Or stay around the same price point and potentially get a Mordax. I have never experienced a Mordax though, so I can't say if it's higher quality or not. But while this knife definitely satisfies a certain need for a large part of the knife community, it doesn't necessarily satisfy that need for me. I've got some other options I'd want to check out. But overall, it is a solid functioning knife, very clean, very clicky and fidgety. And I think that a lot of people could really one and done this knife. Just buy it and be done and not worry about anything else. Because it really is that good of a knife. So tell me down in the comments, would this be a user for you? Would it be a collection piece? And then if you like the content, hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And until the next time, guys, peace.